Welcome back to Retro Review. This year's where Boila, Seth, Ben, and I revisit every Treyarch Zombies map from World at War to Black Ops Cold War, and how we think they hold up now. In today's installment, we're covering Blood of the Dead, which is the first of many remakes included within the map selection on Black Ops 4. I say remake because this map actually plays very differently from the original, and shouldn't be viewed as a simple remaster at all. Blood of the Dead released with the launch of Black Ops 4 on October 12, 2018, alongside Voyage of Despair, 9, and Classified. Naturally, this meant the community's attention was split, so things took longer than normal to get figured out. The map that Blood of the Dead is a remake of is Mob of the Dead, which was originally released on Black Ops 2. It was, and still is, an incredible, fan-favorite map, so people were eager to see what was happening with the story on Alcatraz once again. But, as the map aged, Blood of the Dead started to leave a bad taste in people's mouths. It was labeled as an inferior map with designs that made it not only unfit to be a Mob of the Dead remake, but unfit to be a zombies map in general. And that pisses me off, man. I gotta say it. I love Blood of the Dead. I really do. And I also love Mob of the Dead. These maps can certainly coexist, and they should. Look, I know the map has its flaws, and if you view every map under a microscope, you're gonna see them anywhere. It changes things up to feel like a very different map, but also keeps it familiar enough to be nostalgic. And man, the story going on here is so good. Have you seen those cinematics? In my opinion, they even rival the ones in Origins. Blood of the Dead has a good balance of simple survival gameplay and rewarding side quests. There's something here for everyone to enjoy. If you ask me, Blood is much more casual and easy to pick up if you want to just kill some zombies, especially when compared to Mob of the Dead. But here's the thing, I don't want to sit here and just compare the two maps the whole time either. I want to talk about this map in a vacuum, removing it from the shadow of its older brother. This map deserves a spotlight. Set within the prison of Alcatraz Island, this map already has a fantastic vibe going on. But when you toss that island into a corrupted and demonic hellscape, that aura multiplies by 1,000,000. Holy crap, does this map look fantastic. Not in a pretty way, but in a horrifically impressive way. Blood splatters litter the map, along with corpses hanging from the ceiling. Molten lava seeps through the cracks of various locations, and the dark Halloween-like skybox only adds to the fear that's conveyed. Hands down one of the most atmospheric maps we have ever seen. It's hard to get upset about this theming, even if it's being reused. Being stuck in some sort of purgatory, you'll come into contact with a number of spirits during the main quest as well, further adding to the unique vibes of this map. The only thing I do miss, and wish were here, are the celebrity-voiced mobsters. They were so cool, man. The layout, honestly, isn't much of anything to write home about. I don't think the main prison portion of the map is offensive at all, but the starting area and the catwalk are a little rough to get through. Overall, I'd say they're a welcome addition. The map also features cramped areas, but in a good way. It adds a nice level of genuine difficulty in an otherwise pretty easy zombies game. Plus, you've still got the classic cafeteria training spot for when you don't want to risk your life. Now, I will say, the exclusion of the Golden Gate Bridge this time around feels like an absolute miss. I know I'm comparing again, but I'm not going to let its absence detract from my positive feelings for this map. While Blood of the Dead is a massive map, it's actually pretty easy to get around the map when you need to. Treyarch made sure to add a few fast travel points to get from point A to point B, those being the Warden's house to the showers, and the cafeteria to the transverse tunnel. In order to use one of those portals, a small fee of 500 points must be forked up. Furthermore, the gondola from Mob of the Dead also makes a return, which takes you to and from the third floor cell block and the docks. This travel method will cost you 750 points to use, but be sure to remember which side of the map you left the car at. Nothing sucks more than reaching a dead end with no option to get out. These options are all a fantastic addition to the map, because without them, traversal would be a much larger issue. Being released on Black Ops 4, there are only 4 perk locations to remember for Blood of the Dead. The first one you'll find is Brew by the powerhouse in the starting area. Hard to miss. Next you'll find Tonic in the Warden's office, where Speed Cola once was. Power must be restored to the prison before getting to this room. Cola can be found near the gondola loading platform above the docks, where Juggernog used to be. Finally, Soda is located on the 3rd floor of the prison on the way to the roof, replacing Deadshot Daiquiri. As a quick refresher for those who need it, Black Ops 4 introduced a perk system where you pre-select your perks before loading into a game, and you choose which one goes in each machine I just listed. The returning perks from previous zombie games include Quick Revive, Mule Kick, Stamina Up, PhD Slider, which is a rework of PhD Flopper, Deadshot Dealer, which is essentially Deadshot Daiquiri, and Electric Burst, which is just Electric Cherry. The new perks for the launch of Black Ops 4 included Time Slip, which makes equipment refresh faster and makes the mystery box and pack punch animations faster as well. Dying Wish, which occasionally gives you God mode if you were to go down. Winter's Wail, which freezes all nearby zombies when you get hit. Stolen Cold Stronghold, which gives you damage and armor buffs if you're standing still. Death Perception, lets you see zombies through walls and gives a warning if one is behind you. Victorious Tortoise, which makes your shield cover all sides and when held out makes it explode upon breaking. And Bandolier Bandit, which simply increases your stock ammo count. Of course, each DLC map introduced a new perk later in the game's life cycle that could also be used on Blood of the Dead, namely being Ethereal Razor, Zombshell, Bloodwolf Bite, and Blaze Phase. I won't get into those until we cover the map they were introduced with though. I already went over how I feel about this new perk system in the 9 video, so instead I'll just say the system worked better on that map in comparison to this one, and leave it at that. Deal? Further expanding the loadout system, Black Ops 4 allowed players to choose their own specialist weapon before loading into the map. Those options for the Ether story includes Nikolai's Hellfire Flamethrower, which incinerates zombies, blows them away, and creates fire tornadoes. Dempsey's Overkill Minigun, which mows zombies down with bullets, shoots grenades, and allows you to toss it onto the map like a nuke. Takeo's Path of Sorrow's Katana, which slashes zombies, makes you dash, and allows you to be ignored by all enemies for a short amount of time. And finally, Brichtofen's Ragnarok DG5, which is a modification of the DG4 in Black Ops 3 that lets you shock slam zombies, electrocute them, and create a patch of energy that revives players and stuns zombies that enter it. I am torn between which set of specialist weapons I prefer in Black Ops 4, but I still hold the opinion that they are a fun addition to the mode and have no problem with their inclusion. But I do believe that a quest to unlock them is a better way to do things overall. The launch of Black Ops 4 actually introduced a new power-up as well, called Full Power. Full Power just recharges your special weapon to max. A good strategy when one of these pops up is to use your special weapon if it's already charged and then pick it up to fully charge it again. There are only 3 traps in Blood of the Dead, but man are they awesome. The 2 returning traps are the iconic Acid Trap and Fan Trap. The Acid Trap, located at the cafeteria entrance, melts zombies and players that step through its deadly green mist. The Fan Trap, which is at the entrance of the Sally Port, chops anything and anyone that runs through it, throwing chunks of flesh about. The Warden can instantly break the trap though, so keep that in mind. Finally, there's a new Splitting Blade Trap, found in New Industries, which lets off a loud alarm that attracts nearby zombies into its long, deadly chains. This trap, just like the others, can kill you, so make it a point to avoid it. The Warden can also break this one down. All these traps add such a nice cherry on top of an already exciting and fun map. There are only 2 types of special enemies on this map. First, we have the Warden, who is the main villain of the map. He returns from Mob of the Dead and functions nearly the same as he did before. His entrance is made clear with a loud yell as he spawns in with fire, so you'll know he's coming. He'll smash open barriers, lock down your utilities, and shout evil things, all while charging you down and making your screen shake. Anything that becomes locked down can be unlocked for a fee of 2,000 points. The Warden's critical point is the head, and in order to start doing damage to it, you'll have to shoot his helmet off, which will explode into a cloud of smoke. His attacks include a basic swipe with his billy club, and then his new electrical slam attack during later rounds. Upon death, the Warden will drop either the Warden's key or a power-up if you already have it. The other special enemy on this map are the Hellhounds, which are quite fitting for the map. I was always confused why they weren't in Mob of the Dead to begin with, so I'm happy to see them here. They operate as they normally do, spawning in on special rounds, and then later being sprinkled into the hordes on normal rounds. And of course, they offer up a max ammo when their special round ends. The fan-favorite Blundergat makes a fantastic return to Blood of the Dead, this time having a brand new upgrade option to keep things fresh. You have the basic 4-barrel shotgun version, which does massive damage and tears through hordes. The Acidgat upgrade, which shoots out capsules of acid that explode after drawing in nearby zombies. And the new Magmagat, which shoots patches of lava onto surfaces or enemies that does a good amount of tick damage. This lava also attracts nearby zombies into it, but also slightly damages you if you step into it. All these variations are useful in their own way, but the Magmagat is generally the most useful option, and is certainly the coolest. The designs on these shotguns are definitely some of my favorite in this series as well, sporting awesome engravings, little dragon statues, and a wolf head with eyes that glow. Reminds me of something you'd hear about in a heavy metal song. The Blundergat can be obtained from the mystery box, or built by doing a short quest that I'll go over later. Its variations can only be obtained through their build quests as well. And then, of course, we also have the returning Hell's Retriever, which is an infinite use throwing axe that comes back just a few seconds after being thrown. Upon being thrown, the axe will ping-pong around to a handful of zombies in your horde, doing a good chunk of damage before returning to your hand. The throw attack can also be charged up by holding the axe out for a few seconds before tossing it, making it deal even more damage. The axe can also be tossed at power-ups that are out of reach, bringing them back to you to collect. It's a very neat equipment type wonder weapon that rivals even the Gersh device, in my opinion. We also have the return of the spoon, which replaces your knife and does a much greater amount of melee damage, being a one-hit kill until the early teens. That spoon can also be upgraded, 3 times to be exact. The golden spork is the first upgrade, and it one-hit kills until round 34. The golden shiv is a second upgrade, but it isn't actually an upgrade at all, as it only one-shots until round 34. And the final upgrade is the golden spork knife, which is an infinite one-shot weapon for the rest of the game, even killing the wardens that spawn in with one swipe. I don't actually know if these spoon weapons are considered wonder weapons or not, but I decided I'd stick them here in this section anyways. The ray gun and ray gun mark II are also available from the box, as well as the Cymbal monkeys. The Spectral shield is a buildable shield for this map, and it probably has my favorite design in the series. It's essentially just a cell door and the key, but it's been infused with a ghostly essence that allows you to see spirits by looking through a little portal into their world. The key of the shield is used to suck the souls out of zombies and trap them within it. The souls can then be transferred into your shield and blasted out as an effective attack, or used to charge these blue voltage meters around the map that power an assortment of utilities. This is clearly a rework of the afterlife system from Mob of the Dead, which previously had you downing yourself to enter the spirit world yourself, and shocking the meters with an electric attack instead. I'm not sure which system I prefer over the other, but I think the shield works very well and is fun to use. I think it's a big enough change to set this map apart from Mob of the Dead. In order to build the shield, you need 3 parts that are pretty easy to get to. The first part you may find is the blue spirit essence. You can find it on one of the red high voltage boxes around the main portion of Alcatraz. You'll also need to grab the door part, which is found somewhere in the spiral staircase room going down to the docks, or just outside of the room at the exit of the stairs. The final part is the warden's key, which is obtained by killing your first warden in the game. It will drop and glow like a power-up, so it won't be hard to miss. Once all parts are collected, just build it at a work table of your choosing and equip it. The Pack-a-Punch quest for this map is actually pretty straightforward and simple to do. First, you'll need to build the shield and collect enough souls to get 1 spirit blast charge on it. Then, head all the way upstairs to the roof and blast this blue meter with the charge. Spirits will spawn in, grab the Pack-a-Punch machine from the Golden Gate Bridge, and haul it all the way to the island. They'll plop it right in front of your face and carry on with their day. But be careful! Every 5 rounds that pass, the machine will be moved to one of 2 different locations, being behind the store in the power station, or right here inside of Building 64. One of the few complaints I have with this map is that the machine moves around. I never understood that. It's not fun to have to go searching for the machine when you desperately need to upgrade your weapons. And occasionally, if you're not paying attention, apparently the spirits can actually hoist the machine away while you're packing your weapon, and then you just lose it. I don't recall if that's ever happened to me, but it's a scary thought. Free Monkey Bomb can be acquired in this map, and the way to do it is actually pretty simple. First, you've got to get your special weapon charged to level 2. Once you've done that, head over here outside of the library and stand in front of this stone Cymbal monkey statue. You're going to want to get kills with your level 2 special weapon to fill the statue up with souls until it starts glowing red. Then, simply shoot it with the bullet weapon and it should start to float away and disappear. Next, just head down to Richtofen's lab and pick up the monkeys, which will be sitting right here on this table. In order to acquire the Hell's Retriever, players must feed the 3 heads of a Cerberus. Their locations are marked with this red hound logo, and they can be found in the New Industries, outside of the Warden's office, and in the middle of the cell block next to the library. Upon killing a zombie near the logo, a fiery Cerberus head will spawn through a portal of fire, and players must feed it 6 zombies in order to satiate it. Once all 3 heads have been fed, go through the Hell portal, connecting Warden's house and the showers. You'll see the Retriever floating above a rock, and all you have to do is hold interact to pick it up. Once you have the Hell's Retriever, you can now use it to get yourself a free Blundergat. It's real simple too. All you gotta do is find 5 blue spirit skulls outside the map and collect them with the axe. The only catch is that the skulls are only visible with the Spectral shield. That's a non-issue though, since you can still collect the skulls without seeing them. You'll find one on this ledge above the spawn building, another here on the toilet within this cell, another on this power line outside Warden's office, another on this crate behind the first Pack-a-Punch location on the roof, and then the final one on this dock post in the ocean. Once all 5 skulls have been collected, return to the Warden's office to collect your prize, a free Blundergat. As I mentioned, there are 2 upgrades you can equip to your Blundergat once you have one. The first of the 2 is the Acidgat upgrade, which is real simple to get. All you need are 3 parts to build a conversion kit. The first part, a silver briefcase that's found in the New Industries. The second, a vial of acid locked behind this cabinet beneath the roof. You can use the Warden's key to open it. The final part is this little mechanical piece found behind this door in the sally port. To get through it, turn on the second power and then unlock it with the Warden's key. Now, just build the conversion kit at a workbench of your choice and pop that Blundergat in it. It will spit out a newly upgraded Acidgat. The Magmagat is a little less straightforward, but isn't too bad to get. First, a player must drop their Blundergat in the fireplace inside a Warden's house. Then, you gotta get kills inside of the house until all 3 skulls above the pit are glowing blue. This signifies that your Blundergat is done cooking. So what you're going to want to do now is pick that bad boy up and haul it all the way to New Industries, making sure to touch these flaming barrels on your way there. You want to touch these barrels to keep the fire on the gun alight, otherwise you'll have to drop it back in the fireplace and start over. Once you get into New Industries, drop the tempered Blundergat in this steel press and activate it. Some ghosts will come and upgrade the weapon for you. Only 1 player needs to complete this, the rest can just use a steel press afterwards to get the upgrade. But congrats, you now have the Magmagat. Try it out on the Warden that spawns in. The Spectral shield can also be upgraded to hold more spirit blasts and take more hits. It's real simple too. Just spin the mystery box until the lock pops up. Essence drain the lock until it glows blue, and then toss your retriever at it. This will slap the lock onto the front of your shield, signifying that it's been upgraded. As a fun little bonus tip, if you're playing with your friends, instruct them to throw their retriever while you throw yours at the lock, and you'll all get the upgrade without each person having to do it. Good stuff. Just like everything else in this map, the Hell's Retriever can also be upgraded to the Hell's Redeemer. First, kill 30 zombies with the retriever inside of the recreation yard. An audio cue of a wolf howl will let you know when it's done. Next, you'll need to find a blue hound symbol, similar to the one that spawns in the Cerberus heads. You can only see this blue symbol with the Spectral shield, and it can be found around the recreation yard, the Warden's house, or in the Citadel. Once you find the symbol, just toss your retriever at it and wait until the next dog round. Once you get to a dog round, you're going to want to walk around the main Alcatraz building and search for a blue wolf with a Spectral shield. Make sure you have a spirit blast ready, because you'll need to shoot it with one once you find it. This will spawn the Redeemer in the same place you picked up the retriever, and you'll just have to go pick it up again. This upgrade increases the damage and range of the retriever, and increases the max charge, allowing you to kill more zombies per use. Now here's how to get the spoon melee weapon on Blood of the Dead. First, you're going to need the Spectral shield and Hell's Retriever. Once you have them, look through the shield at these pieces of paper in the Warden's office. Take note of the numbers displayed, in the order of closest to farthest. Now, head down to the spiral staircase and unlock this door with the Warden's key. Use a Spectral blast to power up the number panels and type in the code you just got from the office. This should drop the lift from the top of the room, if you've done it correctly. Now, head over to the docks and shock this blue voltage meter with a shield blast. This will move a crane which lifts a net from out of the water. You'll see a skeleton's hand poking out of the net, which is holding the spoon. Simply throw your retriever at the hand, and the spoon will drop onto the crate below. All players are now able to grab the spoon from this location. As I mentioned earlier, the spoon can be upgraded 3 more times. Here's how you get the first upgrade, which is the Golden Spork. First, you need to acquire the Blundergat and upgrade it into either the Acidgat or Magmagat. Then, head up to the infirmary and interact with this bathtub. This will unequip your spoon and place it inside the tub. Next, head up to the top of the roof and just kill zombies with whatever gat you have. This will saturate the ground with blood, which will then drip into the tub below. Continue killing zombies this way until the bathtub is done filling up. Once it's complete, hold interact to drain the tub. Now, just head over to the catwalk and look at the water tower outside of the map. You will see a few yellow support panels around the legs of the tower. Simply shoot these supports off the tower until it topples over. This will send the Spork from out of the tower and onto this tree branch. Next, just toss your retriever at the branch to collect your brand new Golden Spork. This thing will one-shot till like round 30, is pretty sick. The second upgrade to the spoon is the golden scalpel. This upgrade is only cosmetic though, and really only used as part of the final upgrade. To get the scalpel, players must first get 100 kills with the golden spork. I've heard it can be done anywhere on the map, and I've heard it can only be done next to this tub in New Industries. I just did it next to the tub to be safe, and I used Ethereal Razor to help me out. After you get all the kills, the tub should now be filled with blood. Much like the bathtub from the first upgrade, plop the scalpel into the blood. For the next step, the wiki says you need to have the retriever upgraded to the redeemer. Once you have the redeemer, go ahead and toss it at the colored stones in the following locations. The green one outside of this window in D block, the red one on this building outside of Warden's house, and the blue one inside of the net we raised earlier to get the spoon. Once all stones are collected, you're going to have to charge them up with 75 souls each, but only from zombies that are killed by specific traps. The green needs to be placed here and charged with acid trap kills. The red one needs to be placed here and charged with spinning blade trap kills. And the blue one needs to be placed right here and charged with fan trap kills. Once all stones are collected, head to the cafeteria and use the hell portal there. This will take you to the New Industries tunnel, and as soon as you exit the portal, quickly turn around and toss your redeemer at this golden nugget that's sticking out of the wall. This will bring it into the tunnel for you to pick up. Bring all the stones here in New Industries to craft your golden scalpel. The final and greatest upgrade for the spoon is the golden spork knife. To get it, you must bring your golden scalpel to the bloody tub from earlier and give it to the skeleton inside once again. This will leave you with just a standard knife. Now, head over to the catwalk at this location here and take note of Sal's prison number hanging on the support beam. What you need to do now is bring a warden over to this number and then kill him with a melee attack. You can injure him all you want with other weapons, but the final blow needs to be a melee attack. If successful, the number will drop down. Now, just head back to the bloody tub and interact with it. The skeleton hand will rise up and gift you with your infinite one-hit kill golden spork knife. Congrats, you just completed probably the longest side quest there is in zombies. There are only a few codes players can input at the number panels for some rewards, 2 of which are useful for the main quest. The first of the 3 is 666, which will spawn in a shock slamming warden, used primarily for getting the warden's wall open on an early round with the monkey bomb. The second code players can input is 872, which will spawn in a zombie blood to pick up, used for the bird step of the main quest. This is the first and only time since Origins where this power-up has been seen in a game. I kind of miss it, to be honest, but nowadays it's been reworked into a gobblegum. I doubt we'll see it anytime soon. The final code is 115, which starts playing the song Where Are We Going by Kevin Sherwood and Elena Sigmund. The main quest of this map is called No One Escapes Alive, and man is it a tough one. It's easily one of the longest quests in all of COD Zombies, and it has some of the most difficult steps as well. All of the hassle is quite worth it in my opinion though, because the cinematics in this map are phenomenal. Many great moments, and overall just a fun experience in my opinion. My friends and I stayed up far too late completing this quest, but we got it done. If you'd like to see our experience playing this map, please check out this video here. Otherwise, we're going to jump into the story of this map. After the events of Revelations, Primus, Ultimus, and every other character in the story, we're doomed to repeat the cycle over and over again, with no end in sight. This was their destiny, the whole meaning to their existence. It's what Dr. Monty needed to ensure the whole multiverse didn't come to an end. This cycle would continue for an unknown amount of time, until the events of Mob of the Dead on December 31st, 1933. You see, in Mob of the Dead, there's actually an alternate ending, one where Weasel manages to defeat the rest of the mobsters on the Golden Gate Bridge, which breaks their own little cycle that was happening on Alcatraz Island. Weasel breaking this cycle caused ripple effects. This is the moment the greater cycle was broken, the moment that set Primus and Ultimus on the path to their new destiny. The first change we see, as a result of Weasel's victory, is after the events of Zetsubo no Shima. Normally, Primus arrives at the Alcatraz lab on July 4th, 1941, to collect the blood vials from Richthofen, and then they leave. It's supposed to be a very quick exchange. However, that's not what happens in this broken cycle. When Primus travels to Alcatraz, they actually arrive within the prison itself, instead of directly inside of the lab. This causes them to be late for the blood pickup, which frustrates both Richthofens, since that's not how it's supposed to happen. Post-Origins Richthofen tells post-Zetsubo Richthofen to read the chronorium again, for the pages have changed. He reads the pages and is instantly outraged, for he is reading his imminent demise. Post-Origins Richthofen then dips out of the lab like an absolute pimp, leaving Primus in their predicament. Quickly, Primus makes a break for the portal they came in through, but the warden has beaten them there. He smashes the portal, destroying it and leaving Primus forever trapped in Alcatraz. Uh-oh. Similar to the mobsters in Mob of the Dead, Primus now finds themselves in their own little cycle, endlessly dying over and over again, until the Shadow Man gets what he wants. Richthofen's ether-infused blood. That's the whole reason this demonic pocket dimension was created, after all. Primus tries escaping the island, with the help of the spirits, but to no avail. The warden is always there to make sure that won't happen. They aren't going to make it out as long as he's there. After getting locked up by the warden, Weasel, whose spirit has taken the form of a seagull, releases Primus from eternal captivity. Slowly but surely, Richthofen comes to terms with his fate. During the heat of battle with the warden, Richthofen finally decides to sacrifice himself to ensure the rest of the Primus crew are able to escape Alcatraz. This is his destiny, as the chronorium foretold. But of course, Richthofen is always one step ahead. He wasn't going out that easy. Upon activation of the dark mechanism, another secret cryopad in the lab opens up, and out steps another Richthofen. This is the Richthofen from the Unbroken cycle, likely the same one who abandoned them at the lab in the first place. Post-Revelations Richthofen, the community would call him. Knowing the pages had changed, and what that meant for the Primus gang, that Richthofen knew what he had to do. He would complete the cycle as normal, go back to the Great War during the late 1200s, and save humanity with the Firestone. But, with the knowledge of the broken cycle in mind, this Richthofen would then time travel back to the future and freeze himself in a cryopod at the lab at some point before Primus's arrival, which was programmed to open after the activation of the dark mechanism. Post-Revelations Richthofen steps out of the lab and weakens the warden with the powerful Firestone. He then assists Primus in taking down the warden once and for all, which frees all the trapped spirits on Alcatraz. Post-Revelations Richthofen gives the chronorium to Nikolai and asks him to read it, for he is the last member of the crew with a soul, therefore making him the most capable of doing the right thing when it comes down to it. The newly assembled Primus crew leaves the other Richthofen in the dark mechanism to die. They take all the blood vials from him and chuck them on the ground, for they are no longer needed. Primus leaves, Richthofen dies of blood loss, and the pocket dimension comes to an end. The Shadow Man, still being trapped in the summoning key, is unable to use Richthofen's blood to his advantage. The story continues in Classified.
So, Seth, you had Blood of the Dead in S. Original rating.
That's correct.
You had Mob up there, too. So, yeah, Seth had Blood of the Dead at A, up with the big swingers. He's got it with the Mob and the Shadow and the Voyage.
Ascension at A.
Ascension. You like it more than Ascension? At least you used to. We'll see how you feel about it now. But where would you put Blood now?
Keeping it where it is. It's S.
S?
It's S. I'm keeping it where it is. I don't care what anybody says.
I remember you
right
saying
there.
you were worried if the Easter egg would make you change your mind or
I'm
not.
a bigger fan, in fact.
It's a good Easter egg. I like it. Most of it. I like most
Keep
of
it
it.
where it is. Keep it where it is.
Anything specific you'd like to say about it? You know, hating, liking?
Oh, I love the fucking lore of that map. Oh, it makes me quiver
The lore
with
is definitely
joy.
a highlight.
Oh, I love the lore. Oh.
Seth's about to come.
I like that little cut scene where he got the fucking warden coming up to me and calling me a geek. Oh, I love that. Oh, I am the warden. I am purple. Friday at the Freddy's.
I don't know if that's exactly what you said.
It's called Five Nights at Blood of the Dead, dude.
Nice. I get it.
They got William Afton, dude. Warden Afton.
Warden Afton, okay.
Anything you hate about the map?
What did I hit?
What are Seth Coomer qualities? You know what I mean? They're like, dang.
The
This
only
map really
faults
had
are my own, so.
Fair.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, like, because I kept getting lost, that was just my own damn fault. The map's very unique in every portion of it, so there's not really a reason I should get lost. The only part that's like, that you can get lost at is just where all the jail cells are at, just the interior, but that's your own dang fault. I don't like how the warden can just fucking punch some of these things in and just call it a day. But it only happened once the whole time, so it wasn't a big $2,000, which you make in like quarter of a round. Not even.
Yeah. It's kind of a pain early game, but
That's all my opinion though. S tier. Kind of want to stick around just to see what people say. If anybody rates it under S, I'm gonna fucking
have to.
follow you guys home.
What was my original? Can you pull up my original?
Yeah, I'll pull up your original here. So originally you had it in A tier.
I'm torn. I think I gave it enough credit when I ranked it. I think it's S.
S?
It's below Origins. It's below Origins, but I think it's S.
Ooh, you went up. For a minute I was thinking you were gonna put it lower.
No, I don't think so.
But you honestly think of it, you didn't. There weren't many moments where you genuinely sounded like you were hating your time there. So
No, I had a good time. I don't know. I think I'm glad we're the 4 people that we are because we enjoy different things. I love the fucking code breaking, like super sleuth fucking fancy pants bullshit about doing Easter eggs and everything. So as tough as some of those challenges were, like doing the Morse code step, I learned how to do fucking Morse code. Like that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good and they're bad. I mean, it just depends on how you are as a person. We can look for an Easter eggs. I think as far as Easter eggs go, you can get as convoluted as you want, as long as you're not injecting it into just basic like map enjoyment. You know what I mean? Like having to know Morse code to like do something like upgrade a weapon or something like that. That's where I feel like it's crossing a line.
Yeah, but like they saved all the ridiculous bullshit for the Easter egg, which I felt was fitting. I'll
They
give
went
credit.
firing on all cylinders with that too. Like it was very clear they were trying to make it as such.
Yeah, like they made it a fucking Easter egg where you gotta, you know, and you get lore rewards for doing it the whole way. I'll give credit to like the fucking Easter egg hunters. I feel the same way about that as I did about Garad Crovey, where I'm like, I don't know how the fuck some of these people figured this shit out.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy to me.
Because we're sitting here, we have the guides pulled up, and we're still getting confused by shit.
Yeah, and I like that. Well, I guess it always is, but I like the compartmentalization of the Easter egg too, where like you went from getting the starting equipment to then you had the bird step, and then you have the 5 challenges. I like that it's straightforward enough to where like there's 5 different challenges. You go through each. Some of them are harder than others, but that atmosphere. I mean, I think I talked about this when we did the first casual playthrough where it was you, me, Seth. But I love that it's a return to Mob of the Dead, but it's not just the same map with different shit.
Oh yeah, I love
They
that too,
expanded on it. There's more to it. We see the fucking lab. The atmosphere is just so sick and badass. Brutus is a great mini boss because it doesn't feel like an insane chore, but also it is just like something to throw in for funsies. Keep the gameplay loop a little interesting.
Yeah, he's not
And then the
spammed at
fucking-
all, which I enjoy. Yeah, I don't feel like there's like too much of
Not
him,
to
and
the
when he does
boss
come, he's
fight.
not like super hard to take care of either.
Yeah, it's just a little something fun. And I love that the boss fight wasn't that hard. I think that guide that we had pulled up, that shorter one, was like, he was saying that he didn't understand why the boss fight was so easy compared to how hard the steps were to get there. But I think that's how, like, that feels good to me. And that you do all the work to get there, and then it's just one little other hurdle to get through. You get to enjoy the boss fight, right? And then you get the fucking awesome cutscene. It feels nice to get to the end and then just have a little thing at the end where you're not stressing about doing all that work and then having to do some hard boss fight on top of it.
Yeah, for like shorter Easter eggs, I can be on board for like pretty hard boss fights, but something like that, that's a lot of your time, and just die to a hard boss fight would just be so demoralizing.
It would suck so
I would
bad.
kill myself. I would kill myself without that boss fight.
So it's fun. I love it. The Easter egg, like the final cutscene, is so devastating, and is such a great part of the story that I don't like. There are annoying parts of it, right? Like the fact that the box moves around, annoying. I don't understand the purpose behind it. Feels kind of silly. I don't know if I could. I mean, the few glitches we had were annoying, but it was nothing like game breaking. You know, like it was
Yeah.
nothing that we had to end the run over. You know, it gets to a point where not getting a perk, even though you paid for it, is like,
Yeah.
like earlier in the game, I guess it would suck. But
That's just BO4 issue as opposed to map issue at that point. Which I understand we're still like ranking it just like on engine and stuff, but
yeah, and it's just like the anything. I can't think of anything else that really detracts from the map for me. I find it very hard. Like anything that I can think of to detract is rather minimal. So I can't, in good conscience, put it anywhere other than S. It's a great map.
valid. I fully respect that. I'm not angry with your placement at all.
That's crazy. I expected you to be pissed off and throw things at you.
What the? Blood is not mob. It is not mob. You cannot like it. It is not mob of the people who think that way.
Don't show this bottom.
I'm
part
excited
where
to
it
play
shows
Mob again and see if I like it more or less than Blood of the
fucking
Dead.
Vanguard, dude. Don't
I might like
show
it
that
less.
bottom.
Fuck.
Can you pull up my?
Oh, boy. He's about to do some devastating.
I'm pretty sure as I never played originally. I was struggling between top of B or below A. I think I'm gonna do A under the giant. I don't know. Not to like just reiterate everything Ben said, but I agree with a lot of his points. I like Brutus as a mini boss. He's not spammed. He's not that difficult to take down. He's still somewhat of a threat, but there's not 8 million of them coming after you, so it's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal.
Spamming is always the real issue when it comes to
Right.
bosses.
Very true. I mean, great atmosphere, great theme.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I never really felt like I was ever. I felt like there was plenty of spots where you could train. I never really had an issue with that. I guess I didn't really like how long the map is. I feel like it's a kind of one big hallway.
Definitely
Oh,
spawn more than any area. I understand what you're saying. It is a large map, and it just felt like a lot of areas were just there to simply make the map bigger. Like,
yeah.
again, I appreciate that whole like catwalk area at the very beginning of the map, but it just becomes a pain later, especially when there's so much walking back and forth for the Easter egg steps through that long hallway.
Yeah.
They do have the fast travel again, but
It's $500,
yeah.
especially in the early game. But yeah, I don't really like the catwalk. I don't like the little hand to stick out and just. I mean, they only do 10 damage or whatever, but it's just.
Well,
feel like
it's
unneeded.
just enough to they stop your regeneration, so it's
Yeah.
not so much a damage do. It's just stopping you from getting your health back, which is why there's such a pain. That's the same with like the Magmagat too. It's like it's good, but stepping in the fire will just you can, if you're not careful, you'll die pretty quickly by not regenerating.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of the trade-off for the Magmagat though, because it's
absolutely.
not getting the Blundergat easy as fuck. There's the free one, and then it feels like you get it out of the box pretty consistently. And getting the Magmagat is not really all that hard, and it's so
Not at all.
powerful.
But yeah.
It feels like a balancing thing.
Another thing that catwalk, I did see like just zombie just like literally just pop up like right in front of you as you're walking. Like I watched one literally just float from the heavens right in front of me and just. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome.
That's
You
that's a
can't
BO4 thing in general. They're
Yeah.
very aggressive. Do a lot of respawning.
But
Should have
Oh.
mentioned that halfway through the video.
other than that, I mean the layout was fine. It was a little struggling to figure out, kind of like what Seth was saying, and like in the interior part where the cells gets a little, you can turn on pretty easily there. But I feel like after playing Mob of the Dead, it helped a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
like going into it as not never playing Mob of the Dead, it definitely been a lot worse for me. But
It's nice for you because this is a very I don't want to say casual friendly necessarily, but you can like play it casually. Like
yeah, I didn't
it's
have
not
any
hard to
issues.
get to a good spot, set up. Like it's not super convoluted or anything. When you can get the get the wonder weapon out of the mystery box, or just I don't know if you know what the free build quest is for the Blundergat, but it's so simple. You just throw your tomahawk at 5 skulls around the map, and boom, done. Kind of like how I feel about the Grod Krovi. All of like the meat and potatoes in the map, you don't have to do it to enjoy the map. Like there's a lot to it, but you don't have to do it. You're not required to do any of it, and you can still have a really good time.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even think of this until just now. Everything you need for the Easter egg, like monkey bombs, Blundergat, being provided through different ways is so not like being able to get it for free instead of having to just box roll forever. I guess like to get the lock, to get the upgraded shield, you kind of need to do that. But the fact that they give ways for you to get the shit, that's quality of life. I love that.
That's really nice.
A tier for Boila.
Yeah,
Hooray!
I guess I don't have much else to say.
Alright, then I will. Well, I'm looking at it.
I cannot believe that Tyler ranked Giant so high. Honestly.
No, that seems right. I'm
Tyler loves a fucking run and gun, just simple ass experience, dude. It tracks.
I like it, and Blood of the Dead is one of those maps that do both. They do both, without having to interfere with any other player's game. Really.
That's what.
Blood of the Dead for me. I'm looking at this list. It really. Oh damn! It's going to be A tier. It's going to be A tier for me.
Dang.
Where did I have it before? Actually, probably that. I think I did have it in A before. Yeah, I did. Top A, and it.
Top A.
I am confident in saying it's A. It's like there's too much in it that's still like keeping me from putting it to S tier, which I mean I'll go over quickly a little later. But for now, yeah, it's going to be A tier, and I know I like it more than Garad, but it's really it's down to this and Origins and
Dude, Origins suck.
Origins doesn't suck, but this is tough for me. But genuinely, like when I think of maps that I just enjoy more, I think I like it more than Origins. Not by a lot, but it's just a tremendous map, and it has more of the kind of like theming and whatnot that I look for in the zombies than Origins has. I mean, one being set on Alcatraz Island like Mob of the Dead, that just does it for me. That gets me going. That puts a boner in my pants, metaphorically.
I love boner.
Nice.
Of course.
No.
Only metaphorically.
Yup.
The layout, I love the layout. Like even spawning in Richtofen's lab, like that's just a great area. A lot of fun knickknacks to look around. You got Victus Crew sitting right there. You got all this stuff
Right
like
there.
the teleport, the walnut. That intro cutscene is phenomenal. The outro cutscene is phenomenal. The Easter egg is pretty fun. Again, just aside for a few parts that are just like more user error than anything, honestly. The shield. I have to talk about the shield because this is probably my favorite shield in all of Zombies. It's not like the most OP one, but I think it's the coolest thing. Like I love sucking the zombie souls. With
You
the key.
love
Like,
what?
I think that's really cool. And then to have this thing where you recharge it with little shock boxes around the map, the afterlife boxes. I think that's just such a fun, like, little optional piece of gameplay. It's just another example of having, just an option to help you in the Easter egg runs as such. Because I had no idea that was a thing before we were doing this run today, that you could recharge your shield through boxes before. So that, like, I'm still figuring shit out about this map, but there's a lot. And I haven't even touched the spoon. Gotta talk about the spoon. That's just a great side Easter egg, which is required for the Easter egg. But there's also 3 more upgrades you can do to it, and it's like a whole different Easter egg in itself that's like its own type of complicated, and it can be upgraded all the way up to the golden Spork knife. And that, to my knowledge, is an infinite one-hit, one-kill, and it can even one-hit Brutus. And just shit like that in a map is just so fun to me. And Blood of the Dead is just filled. Acidgat upgrade is back, but the Magma one is just much better. But I appreciate they're both here. You know what I mean? They didn't leave out the one. Because the Blundergat in general is just phenomenal. The Tomahawk, all the Wonder Weapon selection, like, it's just great. Chef's kiss. I don't even care that it's reused. Like, the Magmagat was enough to, like, make it feel fresh. You know what I mean? That and the new areas added to the map as well. Again, the catwalk is the only thing that's just kind of like, I wish there was a more intuitive way to get through that. I mean, again, the fast travel is there, but it's so out of the way you almost forget about it. It's just unintuitive, and there should be like a fast travel to docks too, because there's like no at all.
Yeah, dude, getting to docks is kind of a bitch.
That's a tough one. Really wish they brought back the Golden Gate Bridge. Really, no idea why they cut it out.
I mean, how do you even, like, where does it fit in?
Take a portal or something. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to sit down in chairs and get teleported over there or whatever. But I do like that they show the ghost dragging the machine from the bridge all the way back to Alcatraz, so they still kind of like explain it. It's just a very cinematic map. Good fun to be had. Yeah, the theme again, I agree. It's just one of the best zombie themes. And I prefer this to just a straight Mob of the Dead remake, like you were saying, Ben. I just think all around it's just a very fun map. Got really nothing much bad to say about it, other than like just a few weird choices that could have been fixed, and the fact that it's on BO4 with like the perk system and the weird bugs. It's just I think it
The
subtracts a little
BO4
bit.
perk system is.
Doo-doo fart. Other than that, yeah, I guess everyone else kind of covered what I feel about the map as well. Not much else to add, other than it's just a banger. It's just a banger map that I look forward to playing every time I play it. I
So
load it
what's-
up, I'm like, damn.
It's a good fucking time. What's the damn ass group consensus then?
What, 2
Either
S's and
it's a-
2 A's, so...
Yeah, it's either high A or low S. How do we feel?
OS.
What's the group ranking look like right now?
Honestly,
Oh,
high
he's
A.
pulling
I'd
it up.
settle with the high A. I'd settle with the high A. I don't care.
I'd settle there, yeah.
Because if I have it in my S, it is a low S anyways.
Well,
so
it was two
with-
S's, an A, and a two
Well-
S's, 2 A's. Is that what it was?
in my S
Yeah.
chart, knowing what my other S's are, it is a low S.
How many people
Yeah.
had it above Origins?
I had it above Origins.
Me.
Everyone, except
high
Ben,
A.
huh?
100%
Yeah,
high A.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
above
that
Origins.
works for me.
I know. We did it, guys. Screenshot that. Call it a day.
Cool. Cool.
We did it.
We did it.
We raided another map. Let's go.
All right, now this is where we pretend like we haven't spun the wheel yet. Oh, let's spin the wheel, guys.
Yes! Oh, this is
yeah,
so
yeah,
awesome.
spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
No.
And the
Yeah.
wheel that we're spinning.
The worst one of the way.
I'm just gonna spin it right away. Spin that wheel. Okay.
That wheel, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me-
Oh,
Oh man.
Stay in that fly was for.
Oh man. You know what? Ancient
yeah,
Evil.
That's our fucking theme. Let's
Ancient
go. Ancient
Evil.
Evil.
That one's fun.
solid.
That's a solid map right there.
That's a solid.
I'm not gonna argue with that one either. That one's
Let's
a...
go, dude. Can't even.
Oh, we spun it? I wasn't even looking.
Oh yeah, we did. We got Ancient Evil,
Ancient
which you
Evil.
probably know nothing about, huh?
I know fucking nothing about that. I
Man,
didn't even realize that was a map.
glorious. It's glorious.
It'll be brand new to you and Tyler, I think.
You're
It's
shining.
just a it's a Greek mythology map, and it's just such a good. It's a vibe. It's a vibe,
I like Greek mythology.
and it's got elemental gauntlets in it for like the wonder weapons. A pretty difficult boss fight actually. That's all I remember about
Oh,
the
good.
Easter egg.
Oh, good. We couldn't get something nice and easy like Transit.
I was looking for a World at War one.
After fucking Origins, we got Respite and got the Giant, which was so quick and easy, and we had fun. God damn it.
The series wants to keep us sharp, keep us on our toes. A chaos
Fuck
map.
my
Oh,
Inevitable.
cool. All right.
It's inevitable. Eventually, it'll be down to the force.
Do we have an Ancient Evil trailer? We want to
Oh yeah.
view.
Purveyance.
Ancient
What have you done to Alistair Rhodes?
These are the only people I trust. We will do whatever it takes to get your father back.
This after 9, guys. This is right after 9.
What you were looking for. Damn right we found it. We're not the first ones in here. I cannot hold them forever. Let's take this nice and easy. Just like your father, I too am a prisoner. Please, set us free.
Her hair color changed.
Be steadfast, my champion.
That artifact.
It's stuck.
Hey, I know
The
that mirror.
fucking. I know that mirror. Oh, nah. Who this big dick,
Oh, great.
He got too many arms, bro.
That's Mortal Kombat Goro.
Gaia finds you worthy. Her hand is yours.
That's so badass.
Watch your back, mademoiselle!
The winged steed will aid you.
Oh
Double
no, they got a
badass.
Pegasus on this map.
Yeah, dude.
Your father. He
Morty,
waits.
Morty.
I hope you know what you're doing, Scarlet.
Available March 26th with Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, the presentation on that map is very, very good. There's an intro cutscene, but honestly, this trailer showed
Showed most of it.
pretty much what it is, because the cutscene is just them walking from the big bowl of soup in 9, you know, that they were sniffing the vapors, and then they walk through the gateway with the password that we got from 9, and that's where it takes them, is just walk to the lady in the chair. And it's, yeah, it was all shown in the trailer pretty much. So you can watch
So
it, you
this
guys. We can watch it if you want, but
Whatever, we'll see it when we play it.
So, if I haven't made it abundantly clear, I love Blood of the Dead, but I also love Mob of the Dead. Treyarch wasn't interested in a faithful remake. They wanted the map to stand out. And if you ask me, it does stand out. It is up there as one of the greats for me. I genuinely don't understand the hate for this map, but at the end of the day, everyone is allowed to have their opinion. The map is just fun to me, man. I don't know what else to say. We got another Black Ops 4 map coming up next, and a more well-received one at that. I don't have a ton of time in Ancient Evil, so I'm excited to comb through it and see what I missed out in its prime. And hey, if you don't mind, go ahead and check out Boyla's channel too. We try to upload our reviews at the same time, so go ahead and give him some love and see what he had to say about Blood of the Dead. Until then, this has been The Gangster. Thanks for watching, and keep it poppin'.